St. Joseph's University Chumgidimade students khan aro aji second time protest kuri ase university la administration ge students council leader chunibo koile platform speech aru campaign kurubole time dibo lage koina to opor re-election bi kuribole lage kuise students khan ba college administration ge September 20th te ultimatum dise kintu positive response napani bide aji students khan protest kuri ase IB ground report sabo reporter adona logode
Education to kali kita puringna bal grades paule laga ikla noi hulibi all round development ase kuise kintu yate St Joseph University de all round development la tu adai apaina ase kuise students pra kwai sabte to ita yate St Joseph University laga gor pitor te kile dunga ula ase itu he ekta kota ase aro mugan jana nisna 12 September te takan students body gan itu takan laga college pitor de all round development laga kota Education ekla itu grades good marks ekla noina all round development laga opor de itu student affairs laga mojotibi takan itu ekta duita demand krina aisi huilibi itia takan laga demand huilibi takan appeal kura laga college management bra itu takan ke right response positive response nadia nimide aji second time St Joseph University te aro ekta dunga ulaina itia apni kan background te dikhi ase cameraman muike follow krina age aibi aro muan yate students leader kan logoti bi muan kota kuribo ki hisab te kineka itetak takan itu demand kura laga takan laga issue laga pitor te kile ajibi jui dalina dunga ulai ase itu takan logoti bi muan kota kuribo aro yere student leader bi ase anyway muan janise last time 12 September te bi apni kan itu college campus laga gate bahar de apni kan kara kurina itu same issue ula ase to itia kineka apni kan laga student affairs aro college management laga mojote ki hoy ase aro kile aji apni kan aro aji protest kuri ase
regarding this, it's been a prolonged issue since 2022. So previously, on the batch of 2001 to 21 to 22, we submitted a petition regarding this demand of platform speech, where the Dean of Student Affairs said that verbally promised us to give this platform speech, but it was not fulfilled. And in the next year, 2022 to 23, we submitted a petition regarding towards this demand of platform speech on 10th of September 2023, which it was not fulfilled and there was no positive responses. So regarding this, we have to take the steps and the rest of the stories will be highlighted by my friends.
Okay. ঠিক আছে ইটো পাব্লিক স্পিচ না আপনি প্ল্যাটফর্ম স্পিচ কোয়াস না কি কিমান ইম্পর্টেন্ট আছে আপনি গান নিমিতে আৰু আজি ইনিকা ইমান গৰমতে খাৰা কৰি না ইটো লাগা ওপৰতে আপনি গান ইটো ডিমান্ড কৰা দো
So first of all, I would like to thank the HornbillTV for coming up, and then like my friend have already mentioned that all these years of unfulfilled promises which was done by the management. So we finally decided to make a movement from our side to voice out against the management. So we started our movement on September 12th. So it was clearly unsuccessful because there was no positive response from the management. So we had to take another step, which was a signature campaign, which was conducted from 18 to 20 September. And we did not force any student regarding with the signing of the petition. And we submitted the original copies to the Deans of Affairs and copied to the Vice Chancellor, Deputy Registrar, Chief Election Commission, and the alumni of all batch, CRs and SCRs, and then the Department Association. And then, however, we did not get any positive response even after that. Instead, we got the circulation where the Dean have mentioned that those students who are involved in this agitation and response to that, they will take a disciplinary action on them. And then regarding with the platform speech, what I would like to say is that it's not from our tenure, but it started way back then. So platform speech, why is it important? Because without the exposure of the candidate, how can a voter knows their candidate? And how can they vote without the exposure? And like this is a university, and then we did not get enough time for campaigning. We got only 2 hours where there is 115 plus classrooms. So none of the candidate can cover up all the classes. And without knowing the candidate, how can they elect their leaders?
আচ্ছা ওকে এনিৱে মিছ কেবি আৰু কথা কৈ চাব এতিয়া আপুনি গান এইটো 12 September আপনি গান প্ৰটেষ্ট কৰি না আছে management college management laga response kini ka digina ase aro ki koina ase te apni ange.
Like my team here has already noted down, there was a circular that was sent. I think we have the circular as a proof. We'll be showing you that as well. So there was a circular that was sent after this mandate, signature mandate was submitted. There was where the majority of the student has signed this mandate. So we were waiting for the response, maybe a positive response, or maybe they might come and try to negotiate. But instead, they set out a circular saying, if we take part in this protest, they will be taking disciplinary action against us. Now you ask why platform speech, how important it is to us that we even standing in this hot weather. Yes, why not? Because we are the student of St. Joseph University. It is the student body council that is going to hear our grievances and it's going to send our messages to the authorities. So we need a very strong student body whom everyone knows of, who is very capable and whom we know is going to fight for us. So with just the total amount of 30 to 20% of students voting for them, is it right that these people who has been voted through only 20 to 30% of students being our leaders when we don't even know who they are and what their motive and objectives are for being a student council? So that is all I have to say.
Aji pujur yade muan itu EAC chumukiti mala EAC bi aina takalaga bi asito takan key objective loina key main purpose loina tan aji visit walas.
The EAC that came in today, since the college, they held an emergency meeting on the date of with the CRNS here on last Tuesday, saying they had an emergency meeting. So they call in the CRNSers, where it was not a meeting but just to warn them and to give information saying whoever takes part in this protest will be taking actions against them. And then they were saying such things like you cannot do this kind of protest like this on your own will. There will be lathi charge. You'll have to take this order. So after they said that, we had to make sure in the second protest there's no such havoc as that. So we went to the DC to take permission, a written application, but they said they cannot accept it because it's within the college premises, and unless it's coming out, it's all right. Like they will not be able to give out the signature because it's within the college campus. So today they came here for being a mediator, both sides, because they believe even we students we hold the right. Whatever we have to be heard. They believe. So to be a mediator for both the college and for the students, to be our voice, they came in here. So just to be the middle person, they came in for us.
Okay. Anyway, to itia tak to college management last side falibra ko positive response na. What will be the next step? Aro apnian kini ka ito apnian itia demand kura laga khwana ko le ki kurula sero.
For that, I think I'll let my teammate cover up on that.
Take us. Okay. You'll be speaking.
This morning, the dean came and had a discussion with us, and he said that after bringing out all the evidences, him along with the management, they have started taking up on a discussion where there might possibly be a new re-election. So we'll be hearing the answers at 11 today. Dean will bring us the answers.
Okay. So your main demand is re-election, right?
Yeah, re-election platform speech, and then enough days of campaigning for the intended candidates so that at least the students will know who are standing for the council body and that they will have better knowledge of what their agendas are and who they are.
Anyway, you want to add something?
Okay, then we have drafted an ultimatum on date 20 and the last date was on date 21, but we didn't got any response from the authority itself. So like if in the ultimatum it says that if a student does anything regarding the actions of this university, they are responsible for it. Yeah, that's all I want to say.
Okay. Anyway, I think you want to add something. Yeah.
So last Friday, last week, they called in for a meeting saying for this signature mandate. The dean called us saying there will be a meeting for the signature campaign. So just some 4 or 5 of you come in. But we know there was something was up, and this was not the whole point. So we went as a group, like with to 15 number of people. So when we went in, they started talking about all those things where they were saying like, you should not, speak. You should not question us. You should just follow whatever the authority has said. Whatever they want to do, they can do. So they did not say it directly, but according to what we have perceived, they're saying it will include our academics, non-academics too. So we asked them, so is that a threat? So we have been asking them in that way. We have full proof of that, of whatever they said on the day. If you want the proof, we still have it. We'll send you the recordings of whatever meeting that went down. So they're invoking our right to freedom of speech. So how can you use a dictatorship rule in this college when it's a democratic place? So this is why we're fighting for that. We have to have a freedom, a right to speak for ourselves, a right to speak for whatever is right. So they're invoking our freedom of not letting us speak. So all these placards today that has been made has been intended towards that. If you're a student yourself, to whoever is watching, and if you have been invoked your right to speak for yourself, even though you know it's wrong and it's not just, if you were a student, we should not do the same. So I'll conclude with that.
Thank you. Itu ase moi aro repetition na kuri dibo takan students leaders yate ki nimite aji aro second time protest kuri ase apnian taike ta apnian ke iru explain kuri dise kota tu in short main tu takan laga demand tu takan students body laga leaders chuni se kholibi takan ke itu public platform digina takan kun leader khara kuri na ase kun he itu takan la leader hobo takan bi janibo lage itu like ta ase aro main tu aro re-election kuribo lage koina ita takan demand kuri ase agede takan students kan pra koi dia nisna ita takan itu college authority logotibi takan itu aro bichide meeting kuri na ki response positive response aibo na ki laga conclusion te aibo takan itu nimite aji yate bahar de kara kuina aro protest to second time itu ja ase icha ase ta college students aro management laga mojotibi ekta conclusive ekta positive understanding aina itu laga mamla hoilibi joldi solve kurigina students kan hoilibi takan itu kitab puribole aha nisna takan bi balbra student affairs te hobi college laga ki activities hobi takan bi itu balbra loi jawole akha ase inika kobara update kuri thakibo moi adana hari with camera person Johnson for Hornbill TV chumukirima